Isn't that a nice house, guys? What?
VleraBrite daily vlogs. Apparently they can drive like parts of houses and put it together somewhere.
Really?
It's a thing. I saw it on TV one time.
I wanna...
Isn't that weird? But that looks like a crappy one. It looks like a trailer house or something.
That looks like an entire house. Let's see it drive away. Dude, I would live in a
I think we're
house.
gonna drive first, yep.
I would live in a house like that.
That drove?
Yeah.
That's called a mobile home, Beebs.
Oh. Sabrina talked about quitting caffeine or alcohol.
Alcohol?
I mean, Starbucks. She quit about stalking Starbucks.
What is wrong with you?
Alcohol talked about
Are you doing this on purpose because you know it's funny?
caffeine. Sabrina talked about quitting caffeine in yesterday's vlog. A lot of you guys suggested that she weans off of it, which was her plan anyways. Personally, when I quit something, I just quit it.
Personally?
Weaning, unless it's like something like a drug that if you quit it, like you could go into anaphylactic shock or something. If you're gonna quit something, you just quit it. But Serena wants to wean off of it because she gets headaches when she's having withdrawals from the caffeine. So she's doing that, and today instead of getting a grande like she usually does, which if you didn't know, grande is like practically medium. Tall is small, which makes no sense. Grande is medium and venti is like large. So she usually gets a grande, but today she got a tall, a small tall.
Grande.
Every time I think of tall, I think of that Ellen DeGeneres skit where she like went into a Starbucks and like she had a camera in there and she's like, it was kind of like a prank almost, and she screwed with them and she's like, yeah, I want a tall. And she's like, a tall? You're like, you know, a big tall, like a big tall. She's like a venti, a tall. So a big tall, a bit tall big. Like she's like.
What size again? Tall.
A big one? A big tall
A big
one?
one?
Yeah.
A big tall one?
A tall big?
Just like this. A tall big? Tall.
Big tall?
The small.
Big tall or tall big?
Big tall or tall big? Tall big.
Tall big, big tall? Tall big, big,
Tall
big.
big, big tall?
Big, 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 big tall?
It was so funny because it's just like ridiculous that the smallest one's called a tall. And like another thing that bugs me is like I was looking at it and like I got a grande chai because I'm just gonna quit when she's done. I'm just gonna stop drinking them. And she got a tall, and I like put them next to each other, and the tall is like barely smaller than the grande. Like I feel like it's Starbucks' trick to think like, okay, there's a tall, which is the smallest one, and then the grande is a little bit bigger, so that's like sort of like a medium. But then the venti is like way too big. Most people would see venti, they'd be like, dude, that's like gigantic. I don't want that. So I'll just get the one that's a little bit smaller. So they get, like, I feel like it's
their way of using less ingredients.
Yeah, it's their way of using less ingredients, I guess. So most people will get the one that's just barely bigger than the smallest one. It's probably like a business ploy to make more money.
Anyways, and the grande and the venti both have 2 shots of espresso in it, well, in the lattes, whereas the tall only has 1.
Which is another business ploy, because if you get a venti and you want to go all out and like pay for the freaking gigantic one, you're just getting more milk.
More milk and more syrup and ice. That's it. No, not more caffeine.
But I guess it makes sense for someone that wants to like keep sipping on something but doesn't want to like get hit with caffeine so quickly.
I like getting hit.
Because like you'll get hits at a slower amount and slower speed. Unless you drink really fast and you drink them at the same speed, I don't really know. Wow, I just like talked about the stupidest shit for like 5 minutes.
We're going to eat now. I still have a headache.
Bieber.
It went by so fast too, like, and it was mostly ice. It took me 2 seconds to drink the drink.
So what are you doing after you wean off talls? Are you gonna go to?
I'm just gonna have I'm gonna have an iced tea tomorrow, and then that's it. Then I'm gonna just start drinking as much water as I can.
Yeah.
Apparently withdrawals can last up to 9 days, but I doubt.
You could still.
It'll probably last like 2 days.
You could still go back and get the feeling of getting coffee and get like a frappuccino or something.
I guess, but it's gonna make me feel like.
Because I feel like you like the drive to Starbucks. It makes you feel.
I do like going there, and that's one of the reasons I like it. But I really enjoy the way it makes me get things done. But you know what? I'm starting to believe that maybe I only get things done because I'm addicted, and maybe I can still feel that kind of energy if I'm more healthy.
Here's the thing, I read somewhere that, I mean, caffeine pretty much dehydrates you, just like alcohol. And I read somewhere that quitting caffeine completely and drinking as much water as you're recommended to drink, which I've heard some people say 8 glasses, but I've heard that's kind of like not true. It's actually less. I read that being fully hydrated every day, as opposed to slightly dehydrated and drinking caffeine to get like a rush, will give you just as much energy as caffeine would, but it lasts longer. It doesn't, without the, the crash. And I don't know how true that is, but I kind of believe it, because I mean, I've gone weeks like drinking water constantly, and like I had a lot of energy. Maybe not as much as like in like such a short period of time, but it's like lasting energy, and it's supposed to be just as much as caffeine. So. Or like a cup of coffee, which I thought was interesting. If any of you guys want a quick coffee. I really want to read
some of the stuff that I found about caffeine, just because I want to see what you guys think about this stuff.
Let me just apologize for my talking today. I feel like I've been really stumbling on words.
It's fine. I'm pretty good at making you sound fluent when I cut it up, which I don't like when I have to cut it up a lot. But anyways, there's this whole long article, and obviously I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to find a section I want to read. Alright, let me just read this section. Caffeine flips the fight or flight switch. It increases the rate at which your neurons fire, stimulating your central and sympathetic nervous systems due to the HPA, the hypothalamic, whatever that's called, axis. It also triggers an upswing in cortisol and neurotransmitter dopamine, blah blah blah. Anyways, it's saying, in this way caffeine is similar but less potent than cocaine, amphetamines, and other psychoactive stimulants. 100 to 200 milligrams of caffeine, less than 1 short cup of Starbucks drip coffee. Levels of I can't see these words. I don't feel like reading all this, but I mean, I've read it already to myself, but it's saying pretty much like the more you have, the more, obviously, you guys should know this, of a tolerance you get to it. And I read that it can, like, caffeine can inhibit the healing process of what you do when you're sleeping. What's it called?
I don't know.
There's like a healing process you do when you sleep. I sound stupid right now, but it can inhibit that, and if you're doing it every day, you can be really, that's why you're so tired when you wake up. You don't feel refreshed when you wake up, and you have to have coffee again, and it's faking the energy in your body. So you're just like constantly draining yourself, especially people like me who are having coffee in the morning and coffee at night, which is really bad. Most people just have it in the morning and then it's gone by the end of the day. But when you're doing it before you sleep, it's really bad. And I feel like it also says it can cause anxiety, depression, muscle weakness, fatigue, insomnia, everything that I have. So I'm just convinced that if I can figure out how to stop having so much caffeine, I will feel better. As you can tell, the caffeine has kicked in right now. I feel a lot better already. Alright, let's go in and have some food.
Hey guys, so we just shot a little collaboration clip for this band called Halcyon. Hey. Kind of like us. They have a YouTube channel. Check them out, I guess. Well, not I guess. Check them out. Halocene, I think.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. Check them out. YouTube.com/Halcyon. So I promised you guys in a vlog earlier that I would follow one person for each tweet on our Twitter, VleraBrite, twitter.com/VleraBrite, because it automatically tweets our vlogs. So for every tweet, I check to see who retweets them, and I'll follow one person out of all those people. And I said I would do that, and I forgot about it, but just today I went and followed one person for the last 3 tweets. So it's not going to be like I'm going to check it every day and follow one person. It'll just be like a week later maybe I'll follow the last like 5 tweets, you know, because like I'll remember what the last one I followed was, and then next time I check it I'll follow all of them. I'll make sure to cover them at some point, but it just won't be that day. So keep retweeting the tweets, twitter.com/VleraBrite, and I'll keep following people as long as you guys keep retweeting. If it starts trailing off and you stop retweeting, then I'll stop. But builds up and you guys keep retweeting, then I'll just keep following people on VleraBrite. So
on a side note,
if you want to be followed by VleraBrite, retweet stuff, you know.
On a side note, we got recognized today at Longhorn.
Oh yeah.
Took a picture. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're famous guys.
Oh wow.
Let me see. Whoa! He's looking at 3D tattoos. Thanks for helping us shoot that while you're blurry.
That's fine. I'm not wearing it.
We are letting her borrow stuff, and she's gonna be creating on her own and bringing us the clips. She's gonna be doing some artwork and high speed and yoga stuff, and that's awesome. I'm happy you have the drive for it. That's it for today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Hope you have a good day or night or wherever you are, and bye.
So I was at the mall the other day, and there was this lady, and she tried to go for the same exact pair of shoes that I was going for, and I was like, no. And I didn't even know why she wanted them. Obviously, they weren't her size. I think she was just doing it to, like, I don't know. Maybe she hated me for, like, no reason. But it was so annoying. I mean, seriously, why would she go after the same pair of shoes I was going after? Wait, did you say you just got BL'd?
Yeah.
I love VleraBrite.
Hey mom, I just found the one.